Thank you very much. I appreciate being here and look forward to sharing some information on what we're doing. Our company, Visria, is a technology company. We've built technology to capture street-level images of properties. So we've been filming, we've deployed systems and driven around a number of cities, and our primary market has been county governments, where we filmed entire counties. And in fact, I'm just going to show you in Macon, Georgia, where we filmed the 68,000 parcels there and put them online. End result is we've built up an online database of high-resolution photos of a property that we can tie into listings. So I'll give you an example of a page that we can put up. And basically, you can drive a car. In fact, I'm going to drive in the reverse direction, and I can pause, and you can look at different properties at any time, and I can grab the steering wheel and spin around and see what that house looks like. And I can keep spinning around and show you the entire street. It's a little distorted just with the monitor here, but I assure you the pictures do come out normal. The objective of this was really to build a tool so that someone could see a property, not just look at the picture provided on the MLS and see the interiors, but have basically an external tour, a virtual tour. So our goal is really to provide more visual online content that would attract people. And that's really what our technology is about. So with that, you know, the one thing about the home buyers in the world of the home buyer market is they go to the internet first, typically, to search. And they can see a house, but they can't see the neighborhood. So what do people do? They'll jump in the car and go drive around. So the issue is we could create online and available for any listing, an entire listing in a city, online video, and provide that so that it could be added to your website to attract people to you and provide more information. And in doing this technology, we actually got a patent on the whole process of linking street-level images into a GPS, into a mapping system. And once I got the patent, I started saying, hey, I could go after the real estate market beyond just the appraisal and the county assessor market. Bo Zarn, who's with me today, is actually an appraiser. He'd spent many years, I've known him for a number of years, and he said, this is going to be a change for the appraisal market. And he helped educate me to some of those. My background being in technology, he said, this is really where it could go and take it. And so he applied a lot of the things that he knew about property valuation to helping us lay out how this product's going to be used in the appraisal market. And I'll share with you some more on that in a minute. But Bo, maybe you could share a little on what you saw when you saw that technology.
I started out scratching out appraisal reports way back in the early 80s, and taking 35 millimeter and basically taking the old books and copying them off and making a file. And then we started getting the computers. And I've known Billy for so long, and he's been so forward with technology and developing software. And I saw what was going on here, and this is where it's going to go as far as the internet. How technology is going to make y'all more efficient, and it's going to expand your markets dramatically. When this goes viral, when you go viral, when your face is on, millions of people are looking at your face on the internet. Somebody moving from Cleveland down to the
villages
or Lake County, the villages, they're gonna see your face. They're gonna see your information, and it's like they want to go around that subdivision, and you'll be there.
So in this case, where we started out was we tied it into, there's a company called FNC that processes 4 million appraisals a year. So we tie in our data into database systems that allow a consumer to get a complete information on the property, and we tie in visuals also where you can do high resolution. So we can generate basically more online content to the consumer. So someone who's an active, serious buyer, there's some good rules about if you can keep someone on your site, keep them engaged, keep them with the visuals, you've got the opportunity to stay with them. So with that, we built additional technology so that when someone had a particular list of properties that they wanted to look at, we had a very simple tool to show different listings and views that can pop up. So people have their certain selection criteria, and when they have that criteria, they can pull up at any property, drive down the street, look at it, stop, spin the wheel, see the different neighborhood views, and quickly bounce from one property to another. So our goal was really to set up an environment that lets you take our technology, which is the ability to say, I can give you video drive-bys of any property on any listing, wherever we've driven and filmed. You could apply that to your, remember, this would be every other listing where you invest dollars to market your own property. When we film a particular city, you can use our video drive-by technology to make your own website have video added to it. And so that's where we call it the 3V TV. So
that'll also, you'll be able to bring in all your competitions, all the MLS, and have video drive-by for all the properties, and y'all will be the ones with it. The competition won't. That's a sharp edge.
So what we're looking to do is we're filming in a handful of cities right now, but we've got our first partner is in as a realtor. Actually, we've got one in Orlando. So what we're defining is not just our video drive-bys, but we're tying it in so that on a page we can actually draw a diagram of a neighborhood. This neighborhood's got about 1,000 homes in it, and if any listing came up right here in this neighborhood, we'd be able to create a video, not just of any of those 40 listings, because where you can see what the street looks like and all that, but this is where our first broker, Tim Morgan, who's actually an independent, he's filming commercials right now that will talk about this particular neighborhood. So it's not just that property that's there, it's the neighborhood that goes along with it. What's the clubhouse look like, if there is one? What's the nearby amenities? So we're building up a tool so that you can add and really embellish your existing websites with more content. And so what we're looking to do is have partnerships with with people in different cities who want to film themselves, put it online, and we can link whatever information you know about this particular neighborhood. The person who's moving in from out of town doesn't really know the difference between Deer Wood, Deer Creek, or Deer Run. What is the difference? Well, there is a difference if you live in Jacksonville and you know those. So here's where you can take your own personal asset, your knowledge of the neighborhood, your experience in the community, apply it in a way where we can film it, link the visuals, and then tie that into an online system, and then partner up with you guys on your various websites. So we're really about creating online content that is an asset that becomes your asset that differentiates in the market. And so what we did was we built the technology. We're in the process of deploying it. We can't really deploy it without having partnerships. So our first one is iNet Realty out of Orlando, Florida.
With this, there may, with all the homes in there may be people that are they're thinking about selling. They don't know if they want to sell or not. They're going to go to the internet. 8% of the people go to the internet first before they pick out an agent. And that person in that subdivision, they may not know anything about the subdivision other than they know a couple neighbors around them, but it's a big neighborhood, and they're seeing your face out there on your commercial, your input, and you're giving them information that they didn't have before. You're telling them about information that they, about that subdivision, and they're like, wow, that's right. And what the competition is. So they get a familiarity with y'all, and they're going to call you up. They're going to go to your website. You're going to get the listing. You're also going to get a sale because if they're staying in this area, you're going to be selling that property to them when they go to buy. So you might get both sides.